Who does not love the sound of a saxophone? This beautiful instrument's been around since the 1840s. It's made of brass, as you can see, but it's actually considered a woodwind instrument. And for those of us who just can't resist its sound, well, we can thank military marching bands and New Orleans jazz for making it so popular here in America. Oh, I do love a saxophone, and I want to introduce you to our saxophone player. This is Kyla Ho. She's a student, a senior actually, at Mountain View High School. And next to her, a good friend of mine, Quinn Van Papagum, who is the vice president of the Idaho Jazz Society, but also teaches vocal jazz and jazz studies at Boise State University. Here to tell us about Saxophobia. I mean, it's a great name. If you love saxophone, you just want to come just to see how that name is played out. But tell me a little bit about what Saxophobia is. I'm going to have you start, Kyla, since you've got a saxophone on your lap.
Saxophobia, well, Rob Verdi, he is the guy in charge of all of Saxophobia, and he has a ton of different saxophones that you couldn't even imagine, ones that don't have keys and you slide them, and so he goes around and kind of shows off what he has.
We got to hear him. I was in Sun Valley with Quinn, and I know you were up there too for the Sun Valley Jazz Festival not too long ago, and he is an amazing performer. But Quinn, as an educator, I know this program, it's entertainment, it's great saxophone playing, but it's also educational, isn't it?
Very much. Rob is all about education. He does this program at high schools and middle schools across the country, and he's been here once before and done this as he kind of changes it up, of course, for the concert situation, which we're going to be involved in coming up here in November.
Oh, it's coming up. It's on a Monday night. It's on Monday, November 16th at the Riverside Hotel Sapphire Room. So if you're starting to think, hey, I might want to do this, this is the information. It's for all ages too, which I think is important. Kyla, you're going to get to play in Saxophobia, I understand. You must be excited about that.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
So what is it about the saxophone, do you think, that people love so much?
I love it. It's such a lyric instrument, and it can do just about anything. And it's become, of course, it's the voice of jazz, I think, in the instrumental side. And it's just a very flexible instrument.
Let's take a look at some of the video from, you can see this if you want to look it up on YouTube. It's a great little snippet of Saxophobia where he plays some of those saxophones you talked about. I mean, there's one that's gigantic. It looks like an elephant should be playing it. But you mentioned it's so special. I think what I noticed is you're just able to be so expressive with it. Is that what you love about playing it?
Yeah, it's very versatile. Also, you can play classical music, which I enjoy doing, and you can also play jazz, which a lot of people really understand the saxophone to be playing is jazz.
Well, let's talk about jazz a little bit, because I'm a little partial to the jazz scene here in the area because it's wonderful. Quinn and his wife Shirley and their quartet, amazing to listen to. Jazz, as the Idaho Jazz Society is working to just bring it more and more into our culture here in the Valley. This is a great event to get people involved.
It is, and the Idaho Jazz Society is it's mainly an educational organization. We bring people in like Rob and use this as part of our scholarship fund. And for instance, we gave out over $17,000 in scholarships to college students this last year.
Keep them playing.
Yes.
All right, so come out to this event. It's on Monday, not this coming Monday, but a week from Monday, November 16th, the Riverside Hotel Sapphire Room, all ages. You do have to buy tickets, but we'll get you the information. We'll get you a hot link to that at ktvb.com. And thank you both. I kind of want you to play us out here as we go, and look for Quinn and the Van Papagum Trio or Quartet playing around town, and kind of we'll look for big things from you too. Thank you for being on the show today.